Hello and welcome to June's Art Chat. I have a whole bunch of things in front of me that I am excited about to share with you. Um, I've been looking forward to doing this art chat to review the month of June, everything that I made during the month. Um, I feel like it was a really, really good month. So there's a whole lot of stuff here. Let me clear it out of the way and then jump right in. All right. All right. Let's start on June the 1st with an art hang party. I will hold this up. So this day for art hang party, we paid homage to Debbie Draws Funny. Hi, Debbie, if you're watching. And we drew fish and birds because, as Debbie says, fish are the birds of the sea and birds are fish of the sky. So very fun art hang party. These were all 2 minutes. I used my Neocolor 2s. The replay is up on my channel. I'll try to remember to link it below, maybe in the cards up here. But you know where to find it. It's on the streams tab. I think this was one of my favorites here. Spiky fish. That was not a favorite. And that was Art Hang Party, June the 1st. Also, my blind contour self-portraits continue, so we'll look at these in between each day. So I do a blind contour single line self-portrait every day. And that's me. I use my Sailor Fude fountain pen for the most part. That's the one that has like the angled tip on it. And then along with my self-portrait every day, I do another blind contour single line drawing. And this was of my laptop because it was Art Hang Party day. So that's me waiting to go live for Art Hang Party. I'm going to leave that open. So, okay, where do I put that here? Then, don't have anything on the 2nd. Probably some event happened. We went outside and chilled in the park. This is a plein air piece that I did. Not my typical, but I love it, plein air. So I'm getting more and more loose when I go outside. Previously on plein air painting, I had been really doing these really pretty watercolors for the most part. And so I love the scribbles. So this is just the park across the street. We were originally going to sit over here in the park, but there was no shade and it was a hot day. So we decided to move and find a shady spot. And I'm really happy that we did because I look at this scene all the time, but I've never elected to sit and paint here. So that is cool. I like it. I lied. There was something on the 2nd. There's a self-portrait on the 2nd. Of course there is. Me and Benji, who is a dog that we were watching. We watched him for a couple weeks while his regular dog sitter was on vacation. And since we were just on the 3rd, yes, there's another self-portrait. My lips are above my nose, but that's okay. And I've started putting my star tattoos in sometimes, which I think is pretty fun. And then this is my utility pouch that I keep all of my daily art supplies in. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. This is playing with those new inks that I got. I think we looked at those last month. But they are calligraphy inks with like a little bit of shimmer in it. And so I just did quick studies from, actually these are from videos that I took when we were over at Toronto Island. You probably saw a plein air vlog. If not, I'll try to remember to link that. Yeah, so that was on the 4th. And my portrait for the 4th. I did this one in the morning because these are my sleeping braids in my hair and my breakfast. I love my little silly portraits. pretty impressed that I'm still going with them. So Emma Carlisle, if you aren't familiar with her, she is an artist slash teacher from somewhere in the UK, probably Cornwall. Every artist that I admire over there is from Cornwall, it seems, thereabouts. Emma Carlisle did a 7-day trial of her Patreon, so I signed up. Of course, I signed up. And these were some references that she had curated there. So I used my Pentel Pocket brush pen and just a very little bit of watercolor. And I think these are very cute. I wish I would have, like, I don't know. I feel like these could be scanned and turned into vectors. I think they would look really neat, but there's pieces missing, so I might have to redraw some of those. Anyway, that's a fun thing. I didn't stick with her Patreon, though, so it wasn't quite for me. My portrait that day. And tattoo planning. So we'll come to that. We can talk about it now, one or the other. I got a tattoo. That's another big thing that happened this month. Two, actually. So Sophie McPike, an artist that I admire beyond words, who I'm also still a little shy to call a friend, but I'm going to say friend. This was a doodle of a strawberry, and the squiggle was like beside the strawberry from her sketchbook. And I asked if I could buy a tattoo ticket to get it tattooed on me. And she gave me permission and said the ticket wasn't necessary. But if ever you get a tattoo of an artist, please ask them. A lot of them have tattoo tickets so that you can get previously drawn, previously created artwork as tattoos. Just ask permission, that's all. That's all I'm trying to say. On the 6th, here's my self-portrait. My pen ran out of ink, so I had to refill my cartridge there. And then that's my super creative sticker. And that's that sketchbook. So there's your tour. On the 7th, starting a fresh sketchbook. This is just an Amazon Basics cheapo. I did, what is this? The cover is a self-guided portrait where I trace my face with my left hand and mimic the line with the pen in my right. So yeah, that's me. Self-portrait number 2. We'll see how many of these I can fill up. And my friend Neha had a good suggestion that for like sketchbooks that you don't care what's in these pages here, just tape them closed so you don't have to be reminded of them. Genius. This was on the 7th. I used some of that new fluorescent acrylic ink that I got as the background. And I pulled a tarot card, which I don't usually do, but they sit like where I can see them every day, but I don't usually engage with them very often. I pulled a 7 of Tentacles. Sure, whatever that means. I think what happened, so there's a couple of days missing there, and I think over those couple of days I was painting strawberries, building up to my culmination of strawberry obsession. Sure. So these are just leftover pieces of chipboard that I use for putting behind like my loose paintings and stuff, and I cut them down to size because they're often a little bit too big. So using heavy body acrylic paint. This was just leftover paint from these guys, but I did strawberries on one side and landscapes on the other, and I think they're really cute. I don't know what they are. I think they may be bookmarks. I don't know, but I'm gonna pop them in some mails or something when people request art hang party stickers, or we'll see. I don't need them. I just think that they were really fun to make. So yeah, cute, right? Cute. All right, that's that. And yeah, so this was just using leftover paint there. Yeah, you did this one on June 8, 9. So I must have done it at some point. And let's hop into this. This is a Strathmore Mixed Media, which I'm almost done. And I just lost oh, tags. All right. I did an art hang party in here, which I don't normally do. But we did, what was it? Botanical illustrations from like the 1800s, 1600s to 1800s. If you go to oldbookillustrations.com, is a resource for you to bookmark and use a lot. There's like all sorts of old book illustrations. And I searched out all of the botanical ones, and then I threw in some birds and insects and things. And I just used... Do you remember? Remind me what ink I used? I can't. Oh my God. Was it my... It was a pen of sorts. Something. Oh, why can't I remember? I have to go back and look. But yeah, my intention was, and I did scan these to turn them into vectors because that always looks really cool. But I was going to share it, but it didn't really turn out. But yeah, these are fun. Was it a dip pen? Did I use the dip pen? The dip pen and a paintbrush. Wow, I legitimately can't remember. That's my brain for you. Let's do a couple self-portraits here. Intergalactic Peach Patrol said that I should try using paint for my portrait. So I did this one semi-blind, which means I looked back down at the paper at some point. And then this is a tube of gouache. So this was also gouache. Another one. And this is the 9th. And then this is watching an old Mel Chadwick video. She's painting, she's drawing, like doing illustrations of food. June 10th. Another one. And this is a Brickworks cider. One of my favorites. That was 10. Let's see what else we did on the 10th. Oh, yeah, I did this outside, plein air. Look at that. I have two. There is a video of this process. So this background paint is using the leftover paint from this. And I had no intention of actually painting on it outside plein air, but I used oil pastels in Neocolor 2s. And yeah, kind of sat in the same place that we did the last plein air, this guy, but turned in the opposite direction. So it's a little tiny piece of the park across the street. And then I also did a watercolor in here. So I did this tree. So yeah, I'll put the link to that video. And then this tree is the backside of one of these trees. So there's a nice little spread. That's all we got in that sketchbook. Yeah, let's look at the 11th portrait. I often wear my hair in a ponytail in the summer, so that's why it looks like I have no hair. But and this is my favorite box of pasta, which is really silly to say, but it's the Disecco, Disecco Fusilli pasta. You'll see what the box actually looks like right here, if you're familiar. I just think the design, the colors, the everything, like from a graphic design perspective on this is just perfect. So then another single line blind contour drawing here and here. Fun. It's around this time too that I got the tattoo, and actually on the same day, this hat that I made, this is print on demand, but Strawberry Obsessions. Have I mentioned I'm obsessed with strawberries? Both eating them and illustrating them. Yeah, so I think I have a little video somewhere of me actually wearing this hat. If not, I'll put up a picture of Simon, our dog, wearing it because he's cute. Isn't it cute? It's so cute. So, I think we go here. Portrait. What is this? Tree with a face. Oh, I took a picture of a tree with a face. I pass them on my morning run all the time. So that's what that tree looks like. If you're wondering what a tree with a face looks like. And this is the strawberry day. All right, the June 13th is strawberry day. There it is. Right there. I love it. I feel like it's part of me already. So very happy with that. And this is an oil pastel study of an Arthur Lismer called Lilies and Apples from 1931 from an art book that I have. He's one of the group of 7, famous Canadian painting group from the turn-ish of the 20th century. I don't know. 19th century. I don't know. 18th. I don't know. A long time ago. All right. On the 14th of June, Instagram presented me with an ad, as they do, a Domestica course put on by Sarah Van Dongen, character creation from observation. And I loved it so much. So this is my work within it, and I am still continuing on with it. But yeah, she goes through like the proportions of the face, proportions of the body. Let's see what else. Yeah, using like laying down color first, like the pink first, and then adding the lines and stuff. So it just highly, 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 highly recommend. And she's like, that is Sarah right there. She's just a lovely person. I've actually signed up for her Patreon as well. I got pretty into everything, so those are fun. Here's another portrait. My paper got stuck together. That's my cat Pearl, if you're wondering. The 15th, it's me and Simon. Pets are hard because they move all the time. Here we have another art hang party, and this week, this was June the 15th, we did pets. So we actually did 2 weeks in a row of our pets. So I prepared the background of these with the fluorescent acrylic ink, mixed with a little bit of white to tone it down. And this color palette is 100% taken from Maru Godas. Look her up on Instagram. She's a fantastic urban sketcher. Just also, speaking of Domestica courses, hers are also really good. Probably time to take those out. That was that. Then that's the next. That was the 15th. Am I missing something? What am I missing? Anyway, me and Simon again. Me and Simon again. Me and my paint palette. Is this when I went to the AGO? Is it? Close to. Anyway, that was the 18th. This is the 17th. We're going to go back a day. This is more work from Sarah's Domestica class. So these two were references from her from the class. And then this is my grandma. This is my grandma Corbett. And it looks so much like her. I cannot believe that I got the likeness down just like as she is, even though that's not the real main purpose of the class, but I was really happy with this. I'm happy with that. On the 18th, I did some more people drawing, and these were based on pictures of my niece trying on my mom's old wedding dresses, just for fun. They were cleaning out the fruit cellar, which is where they found this picture as well. Yeah, cute, right? more people. And these are just from my Pinterest people board. And I put that strawberry print on everything because why not? Right? Why not? It's 18th. A 19th. This is semi-blind because Nitty came for a 5-minute cuddle sesh in between. I really like this one. This one is the first time that I've included my hand, like done any sort of pose. My little squiggle tattoo. And this is a plant. That was the 19th of June. All right, we're going through here. We went to sit outside again. It's been really nice. Like this whole week of June. Not this week has been pretty bad, but like last week, 19th. So this was at the Music Garden, and I wanted to draw some people en plein air, which I did. I'm not entirely happy with the composition of this, and I'm not happy really with like her face. I could redo that, but like I really like this this girl right here. I think she turned out cute. 20th. All right. I don't remember what's in here. Oh, I got a pen. I got a maybe we'll do a little art stop for some art. Pentel brush pen. So I have the pocket brush pen in black, but this is blue. I like the pocket one better because this one you have to like squeeze a lot to get the ink out and stuff. But yeah, fun. I'm really loving this like, what would you call that? Like a indigo blue or ultramarine blue or something. So that's the end of that sketchbook too. We'll put that back over here. Let's portrait. Let's see what we drew. Oh yes, using the pen. And some slippers. When I have my hair kind of back, I normally have my bun like low, like a low bun, but I typically draw it high because I think it looks cuter. And I like to show that I'm not bald. We went back outside again on June 20th, and I did a scribbly plein air. This little squirrel here, I don't know if you can see him. He was on the other side of us, and he was just like kind of dancing at Ray, which was really cute. So I was like, I gotta put her in. And then the next day, we also went back outside and did more people drawing. So there's this little park. I don't even know what the name of it is, but it's between the Music Garden and H2O Park, HTO Park. Anyway, there's like all these little hills, like mounds of earth, not even hills, but this girl was reading a book on the hill across from us. And so I was like, oh, that's a good pose. So I got her in there. At first her leg was like flat, and then she put it up. I was like, oh, perfect. I really like how that came out. Just some loose like wet gouache and then pencils to do the line work. Yeah, fun. And then I did this one as well because I had time and we were still enjoying the nice weather. I love putting that strawberry pattern on everything. If you haven't noticed. Let's look at a portrait from the 21st. There we go. Still enjoying the blue pen. And this is my water cup that I take outside for painting. June 22nd. Must have been an art hang party. Must have been, because that's my microphone. These colors are very fun today, on this day. So on the 22nd, we continued on with our pet portraits. And by the end of the session, I think we were all ready to never draw another animal, at least for one day or 1 week. Even though I did. I continued on with my same color palette. That's Simon and my cats. I think these are cute. All right, we'll leave that open. The 23rd. Let's do the 23rd. Some more Sarah Van Dongen illustration class, character illustration class work. So this is my planning for my final project. I'm talking about composition and creating a character based on the sketches that we did throughout the class. So turns out I just illustrated a page of myself and my cats. There's Pearly stepping on my paint because she always does, and Knit watching on a picnic with strawberries. Yeah. I forgot to put the little tops on my strawberries on that shirt. I don't love my faces. I don't love the faces. Obviously me, it's me, but yeah, it's cute. I really enjoyed this whole class and just Sarah as a whole, as a whole person. The 23rd was an art disco. The 23rd was a Friday. We had a live stream. Ray had a live stream raid train for his house music, and I decided to paint along. We did it at 10 o'clock in the morning, but my friend Dre always buys like this style of artwork on a t-shirt from me. If you're ever interested, let me know. I used to have them in my shop, but I've taken them down. Anyway, obviously the Rolling Stones, Mick and Keith. So I did this one. It's acrylic paint markers, just on some watercolor paper. So that's fun. This is the 23rd. And that's the 23rd. Again, getting my hand in there. My strawberry tattoo. And Ray's favorite Merlot. The 24th. Another hand. Another Simon. On the 24th, okay, let's talk about this first. So Sophie McPike over on her Patreon has restarted doing live streams for patrons. She does them for patrons twice a month and then live on YouTube once a month. So check it out. It's fun times. And she curated these photos of, vintage curio photos. So I use my new blue brush pen, and you want to have a nightmare? Look at that face. Terrifies me. He terrifies me. Yeah, these were challenging. Definitely challenging. But fun. Like lots of details. This face got so messed up, and I almost just scribbled over the whole thing. And maybe I should have filled in everything and just let this beauty shine. Like, I'm really happy with how that one came out. She looks nice. And then so I felt like I needed to get out and do something. So I took myself on an art date to the Art Gallery of Ontario to see the cassette and Mick Nicol painting exhibition, Impressionist Between Worlds. And it was really nice. I love, it seems that I'm learning that I love Impressionist painting, especially seeing them live and in person to see like the actual texture of the brush marks and stuff. It's so good. So I bought myself the book, and I've started doing studies of some of the paintings. So it's been fun using oil pastels and wax pastels so far. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, if you're in Toronto, I highly suggest going to see this exhibit. It's the first time, they say it's the first time that their work has been shown together. And I think the first time that one of them has been shown in Canada. I might be wrong about that, but I still need to read the book, as evidenced by my not knowing. So here's my first study that I did. So this is a Helen McNichol called The Little Worker. I use oil pastel for this. And what grabbed me in the gallery with this painting is, I'll see if I can pop a picture up of it too, but this little chicken here, like the level of detail that she got in 5 or 6 brush marks just blew my mind. Like legit blew my mind. 26. Okay. The 20. Oh yes. And then Ray had a gig playing. He opened for DJ Kemet. I'll pop a little reel up here. I don't think I can include the sound from it, but I'll see if I can what one of these crazy parties look like that he's part of and I tag along to sometimes. But I forgot to do a self-portrait on the 25th, so this is me doing it on the 26th. So both me using actually new 2 new Neo colors that I got at the art store beside the AGO when I went. So maybe this is a little time for me to put up my art haul reel, because that's probably more exciting to look at. But I also got this white China marker to use as a wax resist, because I wanted to get a white Neocolor one, but they didn't have any. And so the girl suggested I try this, and it works. So you put this down on the paper, and then your like watercolor doesn't go over. All right, that's fun. 26. Yes, that's where we are. Another study of Helen McNichol's Buttercup, originally painted in 1910. This I used Neocolor 2. It's less messy than the wax pastels on the previous page. And I do spray these pages when I use pastels with hairspray, so so they don't get as smudged as they probably would. But yeah, these I've been having a lot of fun with those studies. The 27th, no, that's me, and that's a dog called Luna, who I painted for my friend Russell during an art disco. So art disco is the one where Ray plays music and I paint along. And I surprised myself with this one. I really did. I had no idea what I was going to paint that day. And then I like suddenly remember, I was like, oh, I still haven't painted Luna. So I quickly did the outlines, like the sketch prep. I do that on my iPad just by tracing over whatever it is, and then I use my iPad as a light box and then trace that onto the paper just so that I have a really good guideline. And then I used acrylic ink and Neocolor 2s and just a very tiny little bit of color pencil. But I'm going to be sad to see this go to Russell, because I think it's so pretty. Like once I started putting, like, it looked really nice, I think, before I started putting the Neocolors on. But as soon as I started putting the Neocolors on, I was like, oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. The 28th, we did another study. This is of Mary Cassatt's Summertime, originally painted in 1894. I used my Neocolor 2s. And it's really fun, like, using the limited color palette, I think, to do these studies. It, like, turns out different, but the same. So I think that's cool. That's it for that sketchbook. And this sketchbook is actually just about done. All right. We're getting there. Me, and then that's the same painting. I had to refill my ink here. So it's call that a semi-blind. While we're here, the 29th, art hang party day. Cute. And art hang party day. This week's theme was people, And I used my, I pulled the references from my 100 people painting project Pinterest board. And yeah, just tried to get varying poses in fun outfits. Like those pants, that dungaree set. I need a pair. That's Ray. Yeah, I think these were really fun. And we still have more people. So one of these weeks, not next week. Next week we're doing toys. Toys is going to be fun. Oh my gosh, that's going to be a fun one. This is the 30th today. Me. I like how this one turned out. It's accurate to my mood. And this is a squishmallow named Tyrone that lives above our couch. Almost done. Okay, what did I do just before I started recording? I finished the sketchbook. I don't know that I need to do another tour of it because I feel like you've seen it all. But I did use references, so I have never painted in this book this way, by the way. And I got these references from Sarah Van Dongen's Patreon. So every week she provides a new reference photo to paint. So that's cool. This is the one from this week. This is the previous one. How I did these is I put the paint down first. So I didn't sketch it out first. I did like the skin tone paint first, and then I put in the clothes, and then I went back in with the pencils to add the details and stuff. So much different process than how I'm used to painting. Same with that one. It was fun. It was fun. I like it. And then this was another reference that I just used, Neocolor 2s for scribblies. And that's the end of that sketchbook. And that's the end of our little art chat. Yeah. Yeah. It was a good month. I feel like it was a really good month. I learned a lot. Especially from Sarah, and her people illustrating, right? Like I wouldn't have been able to draw that before I took her course. So, or her class. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. If I'm picking a favorite, I think there's no doubt. There's no doubt. I'm just opening this up for staging my screenshot. You know we do that, right? You know we do that. Which one's cute? Frankie and Milo. Those are my niece doggies. Oh, here. I'm wasting too much time. Okay. That's my little family. Yes, I have to give it to Luna, my favorite. I always pick a favorite. And there's no doubt that Luna is my favorite of this month. I would love to hear if you have a favorite of something that I made, or what your favorite piece of artwork that you made this month is. Do you have any fun class recommendations to share in the comments, or anything that you're looking forward to coming up? I'm looking forward to next week's art hang party. Drawing toys is going to be really fun. We also, this is for those of you still here. Breaking news, we booked a trip to Japan. Oh my God, we booked it's like I forget and then I remember. We booked a trip the beginning of October, so we're going for 8 days to Tokyo. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, that's enough from me. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for listening and watching, and for all of your support. Yes, have a very lovely July, and I will see you. Okay, bye.